Holy, that was paradise! So, what's on the docket for today? Let me go back! Let me go back inside! So, for those who can remember a couple weeks ago, I challenged one of the higher level PokeTubers called Verlisify. Oh, and before anyone gets the wrong idea, sing along everybody! This video is not attacking Verlisify. This video is to critique his points and evidence on a controversial subject. I do not support any attacks on this individual, nor is this a video inciting that. But whatever, let's look at something that's a little bit more recent. The Wolf-Glick cheating controversy, where Verlis called out a semi-popular VGC player for cheating. Now, for this video, I'll be looking at Verlis' original video on the subject. And before any of Verlis' fans type in the comments, yes, I am aware of the more recent video where he got confirmation about hacked parents and the legality of any offspring. So let me say this now. Before, and I'll say it again, before Verlis brought this email up, there was no ruling in VGC rules concerning about hacked parents. Even then, I have to question the validity of that email since it's a phone screen cap that has already been shown to be edited and doesn't include the actual question that was asked of the support team. But even then, that's a moot point, as we'll see in not only the first 10 seconds of this video. And before we even begin, one more thing. For the record, I don't approve of cheating in any official tournament scene. Outside of it, I'm completely neutral on this subject.
This is an impossible VGC Pokemon. There you go. You can now dislike the video and click off no.
Warning! Warning! Bullshitter alert!
Damn, son! I've never seen anyone completely shoot themselves in the foot so quickly. 1 second in, your video proves you completely wrong. Yes, a Dreamball Raichu is illegal in VGC. But let's look at the screenshot, shall we? For those who don't know, Wolfie tends to label his Pokemon battles on what style they are, i.e. if they're for fun, if they're for official VGC tournaments, or if they're tournaments that are created by Nugget Bridge among their ranks. One look at this video will answer that pretty quickly. As you can see, NB, short for Nugget Bridge. And guess what? Said tournament was made amongst the members of Nugget Bridge, not for an official VGC tournament. Link in the description for the information about the tournament. Now, is this still considered cheating? Yes. Even the rules I listed down below in the description for the Nugget Bridge tournament mention that cheating won't be tolerated. However, that said, they go by VGC's 16 rule set, which doesn't mention anything about hacked parents or Dreamball Raichu or all that jazz. So it's a murky situation, and if his opponent Bizbark? The hell? If that guy wanted to, he could totally call on Wolfie on this, but so far from what I heard, he hasn't. However, that's beside the point. Remember what Verlis said, boys and girls?
This is an impossible VGC Pokemon.
It was never used in an official VGC tournament. His own video proves him wrong! And in fact, in your video where he shows the confirmation email, Verlis seems to stop Wolfie from talking when he says this.
Is that the whole one of the main pillars of my counterpart's argument here is that cheating is wrong in VGC, right? He says, like, hacking your Pokemon is wrong in VGC. And I never brought the Raichu to a VGC tournament.
Now, like I said, this is cheating, but it wasn't used in an official tournament, which is what Verlis here is spouting off.
If you could breed it down, it still wouldn't be 6th generation legal, which is against VGC 2016 rules, because it has to have the blue pentagon, which you can't have.
And you're right that it is cheating, but has he ever used an official VGC tournament? As far as my research has shown, no, he hasn't. Unless you have proved him cheating in a VGC official tournament, Verlisify, you can't say that he was cheating in an official VGC tournament. This is calling the question Wolf-Glick's past victories? Hell yeah, I'm not denying that, but if you're gonna say he cheated in a VGC tournament, the burden of proof lies with Verlisify here, and congratulations, you haven't proven that he has.
And he's using it, so him not supporting cheating, I don't think so.
Alright, I have to say, even knowing that this is cheating, when it's not for an official event, of all the things to get upset about, it's the Raichu is in a Dream Ball. Really? That doesn't automatically mean it proves that the Pokemon itself was hacked. It proves that the game it's originally from was, because there are cheat codes that can get you any kind of a Pokeball you want. No illegal abilities or moves. No direct evidence of a hacked IV or nature. None of that. No! Stuff that can actually give you advantages in games. What you're mad about is that he created a Raichu that's in a Dream Ball. Okay, I guess I know your priorities then. I guess one could argue that yes, technically it's illegal because of the, you know, fake out situation, but you never actually proved that in your virtual video. I had to hear from that from someone else saying that you put it on Twitter. And considering how much you update, I'm not gonna be digging through that.
Also, now, after that, I start looking into some other stuff that he's been bringing, because I want to go through his videos, I want to see what's up right here. Now, this right here is very suspicious, that at the Georgia Regionals, he's using a shiny Salamence and a shiny Bronzong. Now, I know that shiny Pokemon can exist without hacking, but it's just very low odds that this is VGC. You have to bring a competitive Pokemon. You know, if you're missing IVs somewhere, it's not worth the style points of bringing a shiny, because you're going to be at a disadvantage. And getting a 5 IV, right nature, right shiny, right ability, well, actually, ability isn't hard, because that's heavy light, but making sure all the IVs line up is fairly difficult, and...
Okay, first of all, you think anyone who has a shiny has a Hackmon.
Ditto! Okay, and the opponents seem to have a pretty hack team as well. My guess is last Pokemon is shiny as well, so let's go and take down this Johto Classic hacker.
And I think you kind of forgot your tinfoil hat in the closet, you know. Secondly, just because it's improbable doesn't make it impossible to have a competitive shiny Pokemon.
Nothing is impossible!
We don't even know when he got this Pokemon. Heck, for all we know, he used the shiny method way back in X and Y's early days that you yourself promoted / used Verlisify.
Exciting news. So, there is now a way to hatch Pokemon 100% shiny in X and Y. The program is InstaCheck. Let's see if I can,
I feel as though I should use a certain sound clip here. Thirdly, from what I understand, people have different sets of the same Pokemon to take to tournaments. Whether it be with different movesets, different abilities, different natures, different held items, etc. It's not uncommon to have multiple of the same Pokemon in order to fill the ranks of a different team. There are many teams that have different Salamence on that can have completely different strategies to them. And how the bloody hell do you know the Salamence's stats? Seriously, I joked about it before, but are you really Mentalk the Mind Taker?
Alright, maybe later.
All the ego and none of the charm.
He doesn't have a reason to bring the shiny Salamence. Like, that's one of the most peculiar things. So I was going through his other videos, you know, we're going all the way back and even around somewhere else, and we can see that right here, he's using a normal Salamence. So April. Last month or so about a month and a half ago, he's using a non-shiny Salamence, and this is a little over a month and a half ago, April 19th. I'm recording this video around June 5th. So why in a month and a half would you take a perfectly good Salamence and breed to try to get shiny Salamence just for a regionals? That doesn't seem likely, and you'd have to, like, you know, just because you get...
Doesn't seem very likely. Are you sure Persona's a canine? Because you seem to like using weasel words a lot in this. What's a weasel word, you may be asking? It's a kind of word to modify what you say, allowing whoever's speaking a way out should anyone criticize the speaker. And if done assertively, like here, they can be covered up and made to seem like their point's stronger and infallible.
Also, when it comes to this Dialga is also very dubious as well, because it is an event Dialga. Now, the event Dialga can only be a modest nature, and it can only have the telepathy ability, and it has to be in Cherish Ball. Now, I did check the balls, and it is a Cherish Ball Dialga, but I'm pretty sure that that's, like, something that anyone that's making hacked or, Pokemon... I think that anyone that's genning Pokemon for VGC players or VGC players gen themselves know this is common knowledge right now, that if you're bringing the telepathy, it has to be in Cherish Ball, and that checks out right here. Now, the thing about this, though, is that this Pokemon was distributed before we even knew anything about VGC 2016. So, most of the Dialgas out there that are being used for competitive play are pretty much cloned, which is still technically illegal to do by the Pokemon rules, or just gen themselves. So, here's the reason why I think that there's another case for actually having objective advantages when you hack and gen in Pokemon because of events like this. This event is usable in VGC 2016, but not everyone had a chance to get it, because this was a Japan-only event. I'm a little interested on what the IVs on his Dialga are, because when you think about it, 3 IVs is easy, 4 is a little more difficult, but getting 5 correct IVs on soft resets when... That's a bit challenging, especially even though you already have, like, the guaranteed nature, it's still a bit challenging, and I don't know if this was if this was something you can soft reset. You probably could have. Like, I don't know any of the Japanese movie events or something. Either way, it would have been very difficult.
Nothing is impossible!
Okay, seriously, if you're gonna claim that he has a hacked Dialga, prove it! You can say maybe it is, and you can say there are clones of an official Dialga all you want, but that doesn't make it so. You keep saying that it's hard to get and such, but that's not proof. You want to say it's a hacked mon? Prove it! You're the one making the claim. If you got evidence of it, why don't you show it? And I'm not gonna sit through his reiteration of points. Look, I agree that cheating shouldn't be tolerated, but making a video like this isn't gonna solve a damn thing. Report to the officials of the tournament, VGC or otherwise, talk to the people who were cheated, and get them to report it. Making video after video about this isn't gonna solve a damn thing. If anything, you're gonna make your channel a bigger stigma than it already is in the PokeTuber community. And with the drama you keep stirring up, between calling Tamashi a camera whore for the crime of making a Twitch account, talking shit about Tyranitar 2 behind his back because I'm not even sure why, and God knows what else, I'm honestly shocked so many people look like you're some kind of voice of reason on the internet. At the end of the day, you're part of an adult fandom surrounding a kid's game that we all enjoy. Maybe you should try, I don't know, being a little bit more polite to people? Now, excuse me, I'm gonna go back inside my ball. Ah, sweet, sweet paradise. Woo, margaritas!
Don't let your dreams be dreams.